Hello everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Life Hunts in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It's always a bit of a nightmare trying to get things started because oftentimes I'm trying to set things up and these guys are trying to get on the quest, so... But as well as that, I want to be ready to hunt immediately, so here we are. This is a double Hypnoc in the arena. I don't know if they're here at the same time or what. It's been a long time since I last did this quest, so I'm really not too sure what to expect here. I'm collecting all of the paintballs because I'm a paintball whore. I very rarely combine for my own paintballs, I instead collect them through various quests and just have a stock that way. Seems that it is one at a time. The game is really loud for me. Oh, I was clearly quite wrong about it being one at a time. I need to drop down my monitoring volume here. Anyway, I was quite lucky that I was able to record today. Obviously I have like the perfect chroma key settings because seriously, there's like no light, no natural light coming through at all. It's pretty much all of my room lighting right at this moment. So I think I'm attacking the wrong one. Alright, well. I was going to say I'll go over there, but I can't now, so yeah. Anyway, let's go over to that one. It's still really freaking loud. Anyway, oh god, I thought that was going to travel really far for a moment. Of course, Edry is pinging for heals. I can't stand it when people ping for heals. It's like, heal me. I mean, like, just get better at the game or something. I never expect to be healed, ever. That kind of thing bothers me. And like, 6 times out of 10 when someone uses it... No, probably more than that. Let's say 8 times out of 10 when someone heals me with a life powder, it bothers me because I'm thinking, I didn't really need that. You could have saved your life powder. But I've been in a position before where it feels good to just, you know, heal someone else. So whether they really need it or not, it just feels like it's a good thing to do, so... yeah. I can't even remember which one we were fighting originally. Is it this one or the other one? Generally, I paintball the one we fight, but because I was attacking the wrong one to start with, I was not the one to do that. That camera angle was all kinds of bad. I would have brought flash bombs had I known that it was 2 in the arena at the same time. I guess I really wasn't paying attention to the fact that it was in the arena. Had I known it was in the arena, I would have assumed that it would be 2 at the same time, and I would have brought flash bombs. Anyway. I'm getting started with the stream a little bit earlier than usual. It's just so that I can do the live stream and then have time to do other things before I have to go to work. So, yeah. That is the situation. I've lost my purple, but that's alright. This particular pair of dual blades has pretty small purple. These are the best fire dual blades in the game. I've used them on camera before, I think. Particularly against a Chameleos. But yeah, anyway, if my appearance here looks bizarre in any way, like the backdrop is a little bit fuzzy, you know, you've got a few artifacts there, and maybe my appearance also, like around my edges, it might be sort of phasing in and out of existence. The reason is because I just don't have any natural lighting, and to be honest, you're glad it doesn't look like my very first test recording of Demon Souls, so yeah, obviously I've got my chroma key settings, you know, more optimal than I did back then, because I'm pretty sure I have the same, if not less, lighting now. Actually, no, maybe I do have more lighting, because that was during the night, I think. Wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. I can't remember now. What have we got? Oh, actual legitimate carves, so I apparently don't have any space in my inventory. Oh, it's because I was picking up stuff from the box. Rightio. I probably should sharpen now that I think about it. Let's go do that now. Gonna go and, in the meantime, check my playback. Actually, I'm going to pause my YouTube playback on my desktop, because I don't need that to be running at all. Because basically I'm not going to be monitoring anything on my desktop, so Getting some weird jumpy connection here. Quickly. Just getting the demon dance off before I run out of stamina. There we go. That is the double Hypnoc. Let's go and get rid of some of our crap here. Don't need the map, don't need the rations. So that gives us 3 slots, which should be enough for carbs, most likely. If it's not, then I'll just make do. Anyway, I'll get my playback all set up on my laptop. I did discard one orange Hypno Pelt before. But anyway. So hunting with Edry again, with the frickin' hunting horn, but that's alright. We have a team of 4 this time, which is alright. Edry is Harmony, by the way. She has 2 accounts, or I say account, I should say characters. You know the reason why I say account, don't you? It's online gaming, MMO sort of speak. But if it were truly MMO speak, I'd be saying she has 2 toons. Toons. Fuck me dead. I can't believe people ever said that and continue to say that. The term toon goes back quite a long way, but I've never appreciated that term. It's really dumb, in my opinion. Toon. Just call it a character. Don't be such a fucking invalid. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. You'll never hear that term legitimately come out of my mouth to refer to a character, I can assure you that much. Anyway, I've got no idea if there's any background noise that you can hear. There might be. It's from the rain. If you're hearing the sound, or perhaps you don't know what the sound is, but I can tell you what it is. It's the sound of water dripping, like a lot of it, sort of nearby. It's actually just the rain. And it's dripping off the gutter. But anyway, that's the situation. It's raining a lot outside, and I love it. The worst thing is that I've actually got these noise-cancelling in-ear headphones, which means that I can't really enjoy it. So, normally I would have my windows wide open, I'd be listening to it, and having a good time, but unfortunately not. But that's alright. Just make sure that I look alright. Yeah, I look perfectly fine. In fact, there's no fuzziness, so that's really good. I'm glad that there's no fuzziness. It's excellent, actually. Because I'm telling you, it's pretty dark outside, so... I'm not going to neglect my farm this time, I'm actually going to go there. So, let's do that now. And I may as well do the gold cat hammer as well. Because why the hell not? I don't know what we're going to be doing next. I might do my friendship points. Never mind, someone else did their friendship points, which had a bonus, fortunately. Just asking if we're doing it again or doing something else. Someone has a G rank gold Rathian posted. I would have joined that quest, except that we did gold Rathian somewhat recently. Not gold Rathian, sorry. We did regular Rathian, so technically doing gold Rathian would be alright. I should just be skipping this. You are able to skip it. I don't know what possessed me to not skip it in the past, but it could be my own stupidity, possibly. In fact, most definitely, it would be my own stupidity which leads to that. I'm going to try my utmost to keep the downtime down, because I do want to be hunting as much as possible in this recording. I'm going to speed this up, because it bothers me. Alrighty. So, I'm going to do some... Well, I was going to say inventory management, but there's nothing for me to do, so let's not bother with that. I'll rejoin this room. Okay, I asked again or something else, and someone said nah. That's not an answer to my question. It wasn't a yes or no question. So... Okay, they're doing G-rank gold Rathian. I need to speed up here so that I can have a fucking slot to join, because I need to be able to hunt. If I can't join this room, I'm stuck. I have nothing to hunt, so... Gold Rathian, Thunder. No. Divine Power Swords, let's go. And in my stupidity, I believed that I didn't have Thunder Dual Blades before. As I mentioned in the previous video briefly, it's because I was only looking at my Rarity 10 weapons instead of my Rarity 9 weapons, which was a bit bizarre of me. No, it's Guildhall 6, I'm being stupid. It auto-joined me in that other Guildhall. So I'm having to join this as soon as possible, and it looks like I've made it in, which is good. Because I just... Seriously, the situation on a quest. You moron. Just, I'm going to tell the person to come back. I mean, seriously, if you're going to post a fucking quest, just wait, you know. It does bother me a little bit. Atreus is here again. Just going to say that we were going to do a Gold Rathian, but this person is on. How does he know I'm streaming? Does it say that I'm streaming? How do you know that I'm streaming, Atreus? It shouldn't be saying that I'm streaming on Discord, but... Because I did turn off that functionality as far as I know. But anyway. Well, we should probably just make a different room. Oh, that's cool, Atreus. You're not the only one. It's funny because Black Fox just randomly appeared in my stream one time as well, and I'm like, how did you find me? And he's just obviously doing the same thing as you. But as I said before, I'd like to keep the downtime down, but that's kind of difficult, I suppose, when we can't get a good room. Either way. Just double check my previews again. Or my playback. Should open the YouTube chat. Could be a plan. Anyway. The lighting is a little strange. I'm going to do some filter business. Well, not filter, actually. White balance. That should be a little better. Are you giving an item to me? No. It's for Edry. Well, Charlotte is back from the quest, so that means it's Gold Rathian time. I thought that maybe we could just make a different room, but I suppose not. I am ready to go, aren't I? Yeah. I'm really hungry, by the way. I just want to get into a hunt as soon as possible. So Charlotte has left, probably to eat, and then she will come back. Of course, this is the annoying thing about guild halls being like this. It's because you can't be absolutely sure that a person is going to come back. But generally you can guess that they will. You just have to assume that people would make it really clear if they want to leave and not come back. Because of course you can't actually eat while here. Ukanlos? Like, I don't care, but your room doesn't say Ukanlos. I don't mind. I think I need Ukanlos stones anyway. So let's just go and do it. Yes, I know that I... Actually, no, I'm not aptly equipped. I was equipped before I did have fire, but I don't at the moment. But I'm not going to use that. I'm instead going to use a lance set. And by that I meant... I mean, that's super specific of me. What I meant was I wasn't going to use dual blades, but I am going to use lance. Not necessarily because I need it, but just because it's a decent sort of hunt to use a lance with, and I'm looking for excuses to use the lance. As I did mention in the previous video, the lance is not exactly my favourite weapon type. At least not in this generation of Monster Hunter. So yeah. What the? Oh, hold on. What are we even doing right now? So Treyas and Gome, I think, are going to go to Guild Hall 3, but Edry and I are still going to hunt this thing. So the confusion was that Charlotte is not actually the person who is hosting the room. That person must have disconnected or something. So here we are doing Ukanlos in a gold Rathian room. And, yeah. What a nightmare. I mean, I told you guys that I was doing my utmost to get into the rooms. Well, not into the rooms, into the quests as fast as possible, but as you can tell, it's not really working quite so well. Anyway. So the lance that I'm using right now is the Teostra lance. It's a real nightmare to actually get relic weapons in this game. So in other words, you know, the Teostra and Daora weapons. Basically how the Teostra and Daora weapons work in this game is that they are locked behind those appraisable, yeah, that's the word. If I could get my head in gear. The appraisable relics that you get for the various weapon types. And I believe that it is it rusted for, it's rusted for Kushala and ancient for Teostra. That's my knowledge of it. Anyone else for Ukanlos? Oh. So they've set up a room for G-Rank Gold Rathian in another room, possibly in the hopes that someone else will join, as in the host of this quest originally. But, I don't know. We've got one slot left, so let's just wait for whoever is able to join. Gome doesn't want to do Ukanlos, but at the same time, he'd rather be alone and hunt with no one apparently, so... Whatever. Okay, whatever, let's 3-man. Whatever, I don't care. So... this shouldn't take too long. I think we have a decent team. Hopefully we can skip this cutscene. There we go. So, for those of you who haven't really seen Freedom Unite Ukanlos before, he's pretty much the same as the Portable Third Ukanlos, except his tail is a little bit more annoying, as you may or may not be able to see. Ideally, you won't be able to see it, because I would prefer not to have to deal with the tail myself. I believe I have Guard Boost on this set, don't I? No, I don't. So therefore, Guard Boost isn't required for that. Good to know. So Charlotte is using a Pierce Firebow, which is cool. So at this point, DPS is the key. This is a very good lance that I'm using right now. Oh, I didn't get done mentioning the relic weapons. I do have like an exploit that I use to appraise them into what I want. Basically what I do is I collect around 5 of each, and then I will appraise all 5 of them, and then I will go on 5 Harvest Tour quests, save, and then do it again. So that's how it works. And it's actually quite effective for getting what you want. Oop. Going to... was I starting at purple? I think I was. Maybe not. No, I wasn't starting at purple. That's why I'm already at blue. From this point forward, I will only sharpen once I reach green. It's always good to attack the back legs because, of course, you can get flinches off there. In terms of lance functionality, some of you might not be aware of how it works. It's super limited. You can't do anything like counter shield. So, if you're in the middle of a combo, there's not much that you can actually do. See what I mean about the tail? I didn't really want to demonstrate that, but yeah, that's what I mean. You don't even have to be close to the tail and you'll get hit by this snow blight, and it's freaking annoying. But other than that, it is more or less the same Ukanlos as Portable Third. And if you're not familiar with Portable Third Ukanlos is really similar to Monster Hunter 4 Ukanlos. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm not in range of the tail. No, I'm not. I'm underneath him, so that would be extremely concerning if I still got hit by the tail at that point. Now this might be a risk. I shielded yeah, about that. Obviously I was in range of the tail at that point, even though it didn't really look like it. Anyway. Oh. I'm going to shield here because I don't trust myself to be able to sheath my weapon and get out. Fortunately, he's not after me. That's one good thing. So I think the person who originally was hosting the G-Rank Gold Rathian disconnected from the hunt and then soloed it, and has just finished soloing it. That's my knowledge of it. Or that's my come where. Jesus Christ. So, like, seriously. The person was soloing the quest and just now responds to me. Why is this person so brain dead? You know, there are some seriously brain dead people who exist on Hunsterverse. I basically told the person to come back from the quest, and now the person's asking me, like, 15 minutes later, come where? And when I say forget it, he or she is like, no, say. Well, if you had half a brain in your fucking head, you'd know what I was talking about. Hunsterverse people. Not all of them are stupid, but if you want to find stupid people, you'll find plenty of them here. There's a large number. Anyway. So, this tail, once again. Okay, so you could see that I shielded two things just there. The first one was the actual tail itself, and the second thing was the snow blight. So, holding up your shield for longer than seems necessary is, in fact, necessary when it comes to this fight. And he's doing his tail business. So I do have ESP on this set, which I find quite necessary for lance sets. In my opinion, it is necessary. Because the thing with the lance is that you can often pierce through the monster to reach parts of the body that actually do have physical resistance to your attack, insofar as it makes you bounce. So you could actually be aiming for a part that is soft, but because the lance is quite long and pierces through the monster, if you end up hitting a part that's further away that will make you bounce, you're just going to bounce no matter what. So I do find Mind's Eye / ESP to be more useful. So Edry died, which seems to be a theme of hers. But I won't say that, that's not very nice. Edry fucking rage quit. Really? Or maybe not. I don't really know what happened, but there you go. Wasted hunt. So I'm just going to ask what happened. I'm not sure if Edry disconnected and then, well, how it looked is Edry rage quit and then maybe the host quit the quest, maybe. I'm not too sure. But, that kind of sucked. Anyway. I have a feeling that Edry did rage quit from that quest, just based on the timing of it. So... I'll probably join Treyas. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Because they're doing Gold Rathian at the moment, and I am down for some Gold Rathian. Basically, if I can't get into a room at any point, I'm left in the crap, so... What are we going to use? I don't have a Thunder Lance at the moment. I think, yeah, it's the Kirin Lance that I was wanting to make for Thunder. I will use... Yeah. Let's just go back to Dual Blades. Sorry if you're wanting more variation in my weapon usage, but I do want to get Dual Blades up a little bit. If you don't want to see... is it Guildhall 3 they're using? I think so. Ah, so Kelsia joined the fucking room. That's alright. Atreus is leaving. I don't know. Who's even in that room? Oh, it's a nightmare. I don't know. Apparently no one's in there right now, but... Hallelujah. As long as it doesn't take me 10 hours to actually get into another hunt. Which it probably will. But whatever. All I want is to hunt something. If other people are hunting something, I'll hunt with them. So, I really don't care. This Kelsia person is phenomenally confused. So... Anyway. I believe that Claire is the person who originally put up that Gold Rathian room. So... Yes, that is the person. That is also the person who is phenomenally confused, as far as I know. I'm just going to speed up. Don't get the info magazine. Just going to quickly eat. Thank you, speed up. And I will return. Just to ensure that that remains my slot. Oh dear. Anyway. At least we can get into another hunt relatively quickly. Despite the failed Ukanlos hunt. Failed due to I don't know what. I still don't know if Edry rage quit or not. Okay. So Atreus wants sub 5, so he's telling us to get pills. So no. I'd rather not. My speedrunning days are over. And of course, Kelsia responds by saying, what the fuck is sub 5? So, yeah. When it comes to Clueless... Oh, hello. Sorry, Alexander, I haven't been responding to you in the YouTube chat. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're still watching. Hello, Verduck, in the Twitch stream. I really should be looking at the chats more often. It's just that I am... It's kind of annoying because I'm trying to look at Hunsterverse chat on my laptop as well, so... Yeah, I suppose I'll do that less, so that I can actually interact with the people watching. I think this is a relatively small Gold Rathian. Maybe not. Seems like a normal size now that I look at it more closely. Not look at her more closely, but look at it more closely. So, I'm gonna hope for a knockdown. Because I am demon dancing the feet here. You know, whenever I don't have a set that has earplugs, or at the very least raw resistance, I always regret it. But this set that I'm using is really good for dual blades. This particular set was actually made for sword and shield. That's why it doesn't have raw resistance. But the thing is, it has so many sharpness skills that it's really useful for dual blades as well, so... Oh, there you go. Bit of a weird flash going on there. I think there's going to be some flash cheesing going on here because Atreus is wanting to get the fastest time possible. So, I think he's using power pills. I don't believe they're called might pills in this game, just power pills, something like that. Not too sure, to be honest, but he's using that in conjunction with the King Atalat sword, which is, to my knowledge, the strongest raw greatsword in the game. It slightly beats the Shen Galden greatsword, but only in terms of stats, not in terms of aesthetics. I will mention that the Galden greatsword does look cooler, and that's generally the reason why people go with that weapon over King Atalat, and I would say that the Shen Galden greatsword is probably a little bit easier to get as well. So, yeah. Gonna go for a Demon Dance because she is stunned again. We'll see how things go in terms of the time. Agosto is using the Kezu hammer, which, as per my calculations, is the best thunder hammer in the game when fully upgraded. Alrighty. So I should have brought my flashes as well, to be honest, so that we're not relying on Atreus' flashes so much, but it is his choice to use them, so let's deplete all of his flash bombs while we're at it. Of course, Gold Rathian's colour here is not very attractive. I think anyone who is not used to seeing old Gold Rathian is probably feeling a bit sick at the moment, just from looking at this terrible colour. I need to get away from her, because otherwise I'm going to have some problems. No, but really, this is not exactly what you would call gold. It looks more like off yellow. Oh, you stupid bitch. Should be safe. You know, I was actually going to say we should be safe as long as she doesn't animation cancel as a result of lag. And that's exactly what happened. So, I should have actually just said that. So then I would have anticipated what happened. Because that's the risk. Sometimes it'll show on your screen that she's pacing on the spot. But in actuality, she's not. So, it's just a connection-based thing. That's why I went for the antidote there. So, anyway. That's very annoying. Very annoying, actually. Anyway. So we do actually achieve purple on this weapon, which is good. But I think it's a small amount of purple once again. At the very least, for dual blades, it's a small amount of purple. Yeah, not a huge fan of this lag. Atreus has been talking about him lagging a lot, yet he's... Actually, I joined the room first, didn't I? So I shouldn't have been lagging. Maybe because I was hosting them, it was causing me to lag in the quest. That's possible. Basically, the first person who goes into the room is the person hosting the hunt. So... it's kind of a weird system, but that's how it works. I believed that it didn't work that way in Portable Third, but I'm starting to think that it does work that way in Portable Third as well. And it would make sense if it did work that way, because they are both 3DS games, with more or less the same online system. Or rather, the same lack of an online system. About that sub-5 Atreus. It's not looking too good. Oh, raw resistance. Fortunately, it's not a Rathian, so I'm not getting hit with fireballs when she does that. Atreus sacrificed his life for that. Got caught by the leg. I think it's the same in third. It would make sense if it was. But both myself and others have been convincing ourselves that it's dependent on the person who posted the quest. Oh my god, I just don't know when anything is safe because of this slowdown, or lag, whatever you want to call it. Stupid cunt. See, look at this, like, and see, just at that moment it looked like that I was safe, but probably not. Look at this change of direction. It's impossible. Okay, come on. Let's be real for just a moment. Nothing is safe. Only flash bombs, which I do not have with me right now. Anyway. Of course, laggy host does result in a laggy monster, but if you're getting different... Look, I've had different... How it works is that each monster, like one person, never hosts more than one monster in these games, right? So, what you'll often have is, if it's a double monster quest, you'll have one of the monsters lagging, and then one of them isn't. And I've seen that in Portable Thirds, so what that means is that it is the same in Portable Third. It is actually dependent on who's entering the area first. At least that's what I would assume. Maybe that's not proof of that. Maybe that's instead proof that the person who hosts the actual quest, as in posts the quest. It's a little confusing how I'm explaining it. But yeah, maybe the person who posts the quest doesn't host everything, even having said that. But anyway. I never did try... well, the thing is, you say it was on all platforms, but if it's not going to be different on PS3 because it still had to operate through Ad Hoc Party. The PS3 version did not have dedicated online servers, so Ad Hoc is Ad Hoc in the end. And PSP emulated. Is it seriously not capturable? I only saw one Trank go, so maybe we just failed the capture, but I'm really not a fan of this. I should have actually used a potion first, because it would have been very possible for her to just randomly charge me out of that animation she was doing, so yeah. Bouncing with... I'm really bouncing on her legs with wide sharpness. Seriously, come on. We must have like a crap team or something, because something about this team was obviously not as good as the last one. It couldn't be me, surely. No, no, not me, no. No, but really, I do have a pretty good set, so I doubt that I was the factor which led to a longer hunt. But that's alright. We don't want super fast hunts here. It's all about entertainment. So I wouldn't want super fast hunts. Treos, of course, wants super fast hunts, though. Face not broken, hammer is shit. That is true. But the face is not the weak point, so I will give the hammer that much. But still, like, having said that, he shouldn't have used hammer then. You're probably right. But anyway, I don't think we got a successful KO either, so it's not just the fact that the head wasn't broken. It's also a complete lack of KO there. Anyway. Bit of a shame, but what can you do? Not everyone is good at Monster Hunter. Or, to phrase it differently, not everyone is not bad at Monster Hunter. Which is slightly confusing, but anyway. I don't know what we're hunting next, but I'm going to use my friendship points. But yeah, that was a bit of a rough hunt in terms of connection. Lots of teleportation, which actually solely resulted in my death, because I thought that I was safe. Healed. Clearly was not safe. So... And by heal, I mean, you know, use an antidote, which actually is not healing. What am I missing here? Oh, Ancient Potion. Where is that? I've only got 2 left now, jeez. I need to start combining for more. What's the freaking combination for that? I keep forgetting. I'll look at it later. I had a lot of Ancient Potions. They're really easy to make in this game. I think you can actually buy all of the materials that you need for that, so it's super easy. Definitely down for something else. Hopefully something without lag would be my personal preference. But anyway. Ah, that's true, Verdak. I think there is a Kelby horn involved, but I might not be able to buy them right now. I'm sure Kelby horns rotate through. Not going to buy Psychosumes. I'm already strapped for inventory slots. I don't need all of these combo books right now, but I'm too lazy to put them in and out. Or at least transfer them from the box to the inventory and all of that, vice versa. So, I'll just keep them in my inventory. I'll literally take up 4 slots in my inventory for literally nothing, so... sounds good to me. Laziness is king. Absolutely king. Alright, time for Gold Cat Hammer. I think my new rule is that for every single Unite livestream that I do, I have to get at least 1 successful Gold Cat Hammer. Which is not too difficult. I'm pretty good at it, all things considered. No, I did the wrong Cat Hammer. Oh well. This is the White Cat Hammer. Let's go. Which is probably better for insects in the end because, you know, there's a greater variation and generally you make use of these ones more. Pretty much the only decent thing you get from the Gold Cat Hammer is actual Vespoid stuff and Phantom Butterflies, so... I'm down for some Fatalis Treus. Do I even need Fatalis materials? I think I do, for something. I'm not sure what though. Isn't it? No, I have the Black Dragon Spear. Black Dragon Spear. You prefer black because you use Greatsword. That makes me sick. Using Greatsword on Black Fatalis. You know what, I'm down for some Black Fatalis if you are down for that. Oh, then again, I was going to go Clust, and if you're using Greatsword, that would really suck. Kelsey has never fought Crimson. Oh, you only have Hunter Rank 6 Fatalis. I have all of them, fortunately. I have a weak Crimson, I just remembered. I just remembered that I had a weak Crimson. So, we'll probably do that. I'd like to think that even if Treos doesn't like Crimson, he'd be down for a weak one, maybe. Please? I just don't really want to do a full health Black Fatalis, to be honest. Like, I'm not really feeling it right now, so... If Treus is going to go melee, then I'll go melee as well, but I will be running popcorns, so hopefully I don't blast him. It's funny because the logic behind me using this, if he is going Blade Master, is so that I don't hit him with my Clast. But I'm probably going to blast him more with this, so I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. What's the power jump in third? Not sure what you mean by that. Kelsia was jokingly saying use a sword and shield, but I did have a guy using a Kirin sword and shield against a white Fatalis, I think, so that was pretty sad. Anyway, so I'm going to create a room, I think. Going to double check to see which guild halls are available. Guild Hall 10. Do G, weak Crimson Fatalis. I do this weird thing called actually, like, naming my rooms well. A lot of people don't do that. But I have correct capitalization and all that sort of stuff. Oh, for the bugs. I see what you mean now. Yeah, I'll give the golden cat hammer a try a bit later. Of course, I accidentally put my whetstones in the box there. That's really not what I want if I'm going to go gun lance on a frickin'... well, if I'm going shell only, that is. So, it is the end times. I don't think we've really broken anything on this Crimson. We might have one horn broken, now that I think about it. Because I do remember the hunt that we did. It's actually a pretty good hunt. It was with Sky, Yells, and... I forgot the other guy's name. And we kept on saying that we'll do it again, like... But we just could never get all four of us on at the same time to do this week Crimson. So... I'm doing it with these guys instead. It makes me sad that you want to go Greatsword Treyas, but... Anyway. To each their own, I suppose. Ah. But that works out well, because of course I did do a video for Black Fatalis, and I did want to do a follow-up to that, which would be Crimson and then White for my random hunt series. So instead I'm able to do that in live hunts, which is pretty cool. Although I would prefer not to do White Fatalis on the live stream. Because seriously, I don't want to do White Fatalis anymore. I'm really sick of that shit. So... if I'm hunting a Crimson, this is necessary. I don't know if we have anyone else hunting. I would hope so. So we might be getting Gome or Gome, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. It's G-O-M-E, he might be coming. The funny thing is, there's going to be a little bit of a wait before we get into this quest. And you'll probably be thinking, oh, I want to, you know, see the hunt. I want to see the hunt. But, when you do see the hunt, you're going to want to stop seeing the hunt pretty quickly because it's boring. But anyway. I've got 2 slots. We've got Charlotte joining. So we have one more space, so either Gome or Edry will join. I don't really care who. Edry has joined. Gome is too busy in the reward screen of the gold Rathian hunt. Never mind. Edry left. I swear to God, Edry, if she uses a hunting horn for Crimson, I'll be... Ooh, like, I can put up with it for a Teostra, but if we're gonna do Crimson with a hunting horn, I will be pissed off. Anyway. Assuming that Charlotte is changing equipment. But yeah, like, a lot of people refuse to do full health Fatalises in this game, and that's fair enough, just for the simple reason that it is such a time allocation. And I do realise that. And it's for that reason that I'm only doing the week 1 here. So, like, if it were full health, I wouldn't be doing it. So fortunately, Edry has gone and switched to something that's not a hunting horn, and the reason why I'm able to see that this is the case is I'm pretty sure Harmony is her hunting horn character. So, Edry will be doing a lot of damage by the looks of it. Seems that she is going rapid fire, which is pretty good. Oh, you can't. Atreus can't see Adri, annoyingly enough. So... Oh. She was just taking a long time to load for him. It's for Atreus, I guess. I'm guessing that she wants Atreus to give her flaming shot mid-hunt. Xantha's joining. That's random. He can take the slot, I don't care. Ha, 2 popcorn. I'm apologising to Atreus in advance for him getting blasted because there are 2 of us running popcorn. This is not gonna... He said, I'm gonna die anyways. They're not that bad. You just have to sort of choose the right time to go and charge. He's running guts anyway, so he'll be fine. Now that I think about it, I have 150 health, which is not what I wanted. Actually, no, it is what I want. Sorry, I'm going Blade Master. If I go guts with a gun set, I never want 150 health, because that's just going to be a waste of my potions. Because if I'm getting one shot anyway, having to heal up to 150 versus healing up to 100 is obviously going to require a lot more potions, so... Yeah, that's kind of the situation with gunning. It's actually better to go 100 health with guts, at least versus a Fatalis. Because generally you're just going to be one-shot by everything, so... Anyway. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to exclusively go for the head on a Fatalis with a greatsword like that. That blows my fucking mind. But anyway. Not in a bad way. Like, I have a lot of respect for a person who chooses to play in that way. Because that is rough. Anyway, so fortunately I do have whetstones with me, so I didn't put them in my box and then leave them in there. Alrighty. So we're skipping the cutscene because we've all seen it too many times already. I would show it to you guys, but I've also seen it too many times. What? It's crimson? I said it was crimson like 20 frickin' times. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's in the room name, Edry. Let's be real. Come on. What? It's crimson? Not only did I verbally say it many times, it's also in the room name. There's not much more I can do. Anyway. So basically, this hunt should take around 15 minutes, hopefully. Not much more than that, I'm praying. What I like to do, actually, is use Power Juice or Mega Juice for this hunt. Because it just helps with the stamina management. Having to shield all of the time. Oh yes, I should be going... Wyvern Fire. There we go. I don't know if anyone's actually giving Edry cool drinks. Okay, someone did give them to her. I think it was Atreus. He's obviously nicer than I am. But essentially, you just want to be always shielding whenever you can against this guy. You could see that I had full stamina there, and just that wind press alone annihilated my stamina. Probably gonna sharpen, because why not? May as well take that opportunity. But yeah, seriously, you guys, if you're not familiar with old Fatalis, as in Fatalis from 1st and 2nd gen, you're going to be really appreciative of the fact that I've chosen to do a weak Fatalis, not a full health one. Because I can assure you, this is going to be really repetitive. So, Just consider yourself lucky. I do still need to get an adrenaline elemental gun set for the purpose of hunting Fatalises, but I've sort of been putting that off. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm going to top up my health in a moment. I was kind of right in the right spot to get affected by that roar, but fortunately I was not affected. Okay, let's do a Wyvern Fire. There we go. It's always important to do Wyvern Fire as much as possible, because that's where a lot of my damage lies. Oh no. Thought he was going to adjust himself again, but fortunately not. Now, capacity up is extremely important with this particular weapon, because that gives you 3 shots rather than just 2. And that's just a big difference in terms of your DPS overall. Come on, Edry. Then again, she is going adrenaline on a fucking Crimson, so that's generally not advised. Seriously. Edry is yelling fuck in all caps, so fair enough. It seemed like a bit of a weird death, so shut up. That tail's after me. Seriously, the Fatalis tail is not to be messed with. I need to have a look at chats, because I keep ignoring them. Anyway. It's cool that I can do Fatalis on camera though, because as I said before, I was trying to do that, but couldn't. Stupid tail. I've got my Wyvern Fire usable again. That's the term that I'm looking for. Not going to use it just yet. This is a little dangerous. Yeah, I thought he was going to do that. You can see that I just shielded effectively nothing. That's because his hitbox when doing that is really, really spooky. Sometimes you think you're going to get hit and you don't get hit, and then you think you'll be safe, but then you do get hit. So the hitbox of that particular attack is not pleasant. I haven't seen Treus in a while, so he must be exclusively aiming for the head in such a way that I'm never actually running into him or hurting him at all. That's one of the more damaging attacks of Fatalis, is when he just goes on all 4. Anyway. Now, the thing is, for those of you who don't know what the hell's going on, that would have just looked like a whole lot of nothing. Like, I just died to basically nothing there, so in actuality, that's really normal. It's the Fatalis tail combo, basically. That's the really dangerous part. It's when you're sort of at risk of death, that tail will usually be the last thing that will take you out. It's really annoying. I didn't even get up to blue sharpness there, which is kind of sad. I'm really annoyed that I died there, but I'm going to blame the fact that I'm doing the commentary as well. It sort of does reduce my concentration. I'm kind of completely banking on Edry's effectiveness right now. She is by far doing the most damage here. By far. So I'm shooting the tail on its tip, which is a weird place to shoot it, but I'm doing set damage with these shells right now, so. Okay, let's heal up. Do I have I do have my Wyvern Fire back. So I'm just going to choose the right moment in time to do this. Which is, oh, I was going to say it was now, but no. I managed to get hit by some sort of weird follow-up hitbox there, which kind of blows my mind. Well, there you go. That's alright. I think we would have done a decent amount of damage there, thanks to Edry. I know she died twice, but what do you do? I think we can do that again. So, anyway. I'd like to do that one more time. That was a kind of shit hunt anyway. I shouldn't have been dying, personally. So, look, I'm not going to blame Edry for that, because in the end she is running adrenaline. I'm not, so... yeah. Adrenaline Crimson is one of those things that you just don't recommend to anyone. It's not good. Because the fireballs are always there to kill you. And then, you know, the fireballs aren't the only thing. So... anyway. You're out of the Fatalis. Well, you don't have to use Greatsword, you know. You could actually be effective. It's just that I don't... look, I'd be happy to do black if there were a weak one. Treos has a weak HR6 black, but... anyway. I'd like to do another Crimson, but we'll see how things go. So the reason why Treos doesn't actually have the G-rank Fatalis is unlocked is because he hasn't actually done all of the G training quests, because not all of those quests have Greatsword, and he only knows Greatsword. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Because, you know, I'm a Greatsword main as well, but I'm not even close to being that bad. That's really funny. Well, is that it? Are we not doing anything else? Okay, let's just do black. If he has to do black, then we'll just do black. I don't really care. But I don't know what I want to use for that. What could I use? I don't want... like, I want the gun, but... maybe I could normal gun the head. That could be a fun thing to do. Let's do that. Yeah, yours. So, I'll just equip my normal set. Fortunately, I do have the right decorations on that at the moment. I don't... okay, I know that I don't have guts on this set, but I never get hit by black. At least not with really damaging stuff, so I should be alright. Hopefully. I would like to think so. Oh dear. I will lag, you are correct about that. Basically, it's a lose-lose situation. Excuse me. So, I don't know if we've got our other people. Just gonna ping the other two who were hunting before. what a nightmare. That's you in 2008, only using Greatsword? I certainly wasn't using Greatsword back then. Well, I technically wasn't playing in 2008. I knew about the Monster Hunter series back then, but I only started in 2009. In this game, actually. So I'm going to buy normal level 2. And I'll probably get huskberries and needleberries as well. I shouldn't need 4 combo books for that. Edry's not feeling it, so she's not coming. Fuck's sake. Anyway, so Edry's out, but that's alright. So obviously normal level 2 is going to be my main thing. I'll be normal gunning the head for reasons that I can't really explain. But anyway. Oh, trying to get into a consistent hunting pattern on Hunsterverse is about as easy as, I don't know, doing a handstand while... I don't even know. I can't even think of anything that would be quite so difficult as trying to get into a consistent hunting pattern on Hunsterverse. Anyway. Xantha's on board, so let's do it. We'll just 3-man the Black Fatalis. And we'll be good. You tried the original in 2005, but you played World of Warcraft a lot. That's fair enough. World of Warcraft was the big thing of 2005, so I can understand that taking up a lot of your time. A friend of mine I think he was in college at the time. And he dropped out because of World of Warcraft, so... anyway. He wasn't the only one, put it that way. Silly guy. Saddest thing is that there's, you know, after all of that World of Warcraft obsession that took the internet world by storm, people today just don't really have that much to show for them, because a lot of them just don't play anymore. Maybe some of them return for vanilla World of Warcraft, but I don't know. I played a little bit of WoW, but not much. Not much at all. Just enough for me to really know, like, what's involved. I would have liked to have played pre-Dungeon Finder, you know, real World of Warcraft. But anyway, I think we're ready to go. Hopefully I don't need more ammunition than this. Does this shoot fire? It probably doesn't. Let me just see if it does. It does. Let's just bring some flaming shots. Why not? I don't have any space though. What can I get rid of? That's really cool, Verdak. Having a friend to play Monster Hunter with is... well, it makes a huge difference to the enjoyment, for sure. Needless to say, I'm not going to need that pitfall trap for this Fatalis hunt, so I think I'll part with that. Anyway. Let's go. My damage output is going to be heavily dependent upon my personal performance, so we'll see how things go. Castle Shrade. Don't know why I'm facing away from the Fatalis. Doesn't really help me too much. Hey, black boy. You know, had he chosen to attack me there, I would have been at risk. Like, seriously at risk. As in dying, sort of, at risk. Because I think even under rank 6, frickin' Fatalis is going to put me at risk here. With a fireball. I don't know why the hell you would opt to run Greatsword with a monster that's constantly flying in the air. Like, I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense. But anyway. Let's just get away from this crap. The wind press does hurt. So, I'll start normal gunning the face. I actually have a feeling that will do better in terms of damage. As I said, damage will depend heavily upon my personal performance, so let's try to play well, shall we? You know what, I don't trust myself, so I'm going to be on foot, never mind. So they're charging the head, which is cool. That's a good point. Whenever he comes down, they can just get charges off on the head. That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that I think about it. Now I understand the benefit. Sorry, guys, I don't actually Blade Master Fatalis, so I don't really know what's up. I don't know the game. He's being a bit annoying. I'm out of critical distance, but let's try to... Just trying to focus on getting on target here. It's really hard when he's constantly just flying away. But at least it's more... Well, Jesus Christ, at least I'm not getting one shot. Holy fuck. If it were G rank, there's absolutely no doubt whatsoever that I would have been one shot there. And I was saying before, I never get hit by Black Fatalis. Well, I don't. When I'm actually playing well, and I'm not playing well at the moment, clearly. Oops. Like, I'm trying to hit Fatalis and I'm instead, like, hip-firing my teammates. Which is not quite what I wanted. Let's get away from that leg. I forgot how decent the shot zone for the wing is. Let's get away from you. Bloody snap and drag. Tail? I said tail before it hit me, but it was obvious that it was coming. Not a fan. Not a fan. So we've taken care of a few of the endgame monsters, actually, in this particular live stream. We've done Ukanlos, which was failed. We did Crimson Fatalis, which was failed. And we're going to do this, which is maybe also failed, but hopefully not, because this is high rank. So if we fail this, then we're officially useless. We only failed Ukanlos due to a technicality, which was Edry rage quitting, as far as I know, and the other guy leaving as a result, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't believe that there were actual disconnects going on there. I really don't think so. Look at this stupid creature. Like, who wants to fight this thing, Blade Master? It's terrible. Are we really disconnecting right now, Atreus? Are you really going to do this, mate? I'm not putting up with this shit. It's ridiculous. Fuck's sake. Anyway. The thing is, if you ever have bad connection, it's going to be with a Fatalis. You tend to get bad net with that. I don't know what it is about Fatalis, but he just has a tendency to have these problems. Let's just hunt something else. Fatalis was a bad idea. Especially with a team of greatsword users. I don't know, maybe it's viable, maybe it's good, I don't know. I don't do it, so who knows. And of course, Santha's out. Anyway, let's just do something else. Anyone want to hunt anything? Because I'm not doing another Fatalis. For me, Fatalis is always having disconnects just for someone in the team. And as well as that, dumb things like the hunt taking too long, or people dying due to Fatalis' stupidity. So, yeah. Not a fan, basically. Not a fan. Well, how long have we been streaming for so far? Bit over an hour. We've been streaming for longer than we did yesterday, and I do realise that yesterday was a pretty short stream, but I've allocated enough time to be able to stream for another hour beyond this point, so... Fine, I'll make a room. Will it be Guildhall 10? Just going to call it G-Rank Hunts. I'm down for Raja. Even though we did it in the last live stream, but whatever. I'll take what I can get. What the hell is that? Kaza un Rathalos. Darko Atom 99. Needless to say, we're not going to be doing that. Anyway. Oh dear. So, Rajang. What will I use? Maybe not Greatsword, something different. I would go Lance, but I don't have my Deora Lance upgraded at the moment. I could go... I don't have an ice hunting horn. About that. I do have an ice hunting horn. However, I will have to check online for the songs. So first it was Rajang, now it's something called Hunter's Funeral. I don't know what that is. I don't pay attention to quest names, seriously. Never have, never will. Kezus Yanator Plesioth Diablos. I know they have no health, it's a quadruple monster quest, so... I have done that quest a few times. I don't mind. What did I use last time I did that quest in terms of weapons? Let's eat before this music drives me up the wall. Gonna ask if Edry is still hunting. Let's see if Edry is feeling it this time. Oh, it seems that that is the case. Oh dear. So, I'll probably go Hunting Horn again as well. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll actually go damage. Do I have something that's going to do damage? Just... Wait, don't I have... You know what? I could, like, not go damage. Don't I have... It mustn't have saved. I'm pretty sure that I got the Poison Sword and Shield, which was the G. No, here. Where's the Queen Rapier G? I'm pretty sure that I got this thing. Maybe I didn't. I need carapaces. Well, whatever. I don't know if you disconnected from the guild hall. Doesn't look like it. What am I going to use? So we've got Kezu. Maybe fire is the way to go. Let me just see. Kezu, Siennator, Plesioth, Diablos. So not fire. Not thunder. Yeah, basically... Raw is the way to go. Let's go hammer. Only 2 of the monsters actually have a roar, so maybe we'll go White Fatalis with magnitude. Let's do that. I apologize once again for the downtime. If I could avoid it, I would. I seriously would, because I like to present something that is consistently entertaining as well. But I'm doing my best. We've got a person named Satan who might be joining. It's Stygian. He always changes his name. I never know what his new name is, but fortunately he is doing it through nicknames, not through his actual Discord name, so I can see who the hell he is. Otherwise I would have to start making notes. Because there's like a note function for users. So, yeah. I've been pinged in a server. Why am I hearing double? Is something playing back? Am I hearing double? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just being weird. But it sounded like I was hearing double there for a moment. Just some people chatting about me streaming Demon Souls. I need to do that again soon. Like soon. Because I've been severely neglecting it. I'm definitely hearing double right now. In terms of the game, but whatever. I'll ignore it for now. I know what it is. Sometimes my my audio jack, it's because I'm using an adapter to 1/2 inch, so it causes audio problems from time to time when my earphones get a little bit dislodged, but anyway. I did have a better adapter, but I don't know where it is now. I've lost it, I think. Unless it's in... Huh. I'll look after this quest, actually. What am I using again? I forgot what I was using. Oh, don't you tell me that we're going to disconnect. Thank God for that. Magnitude, that's right. Excellent. Can you not use square to open the box, please? That's not how that works. Paintballs didn't actually get the right thing. Anyway. Cool. Oh. Hi, Kezu. So, I'm sorry, Edry, but, you know, hammer. Which didn't get any KO damage off anyway. Let's just go for a triple pound whenever we can. Whenever you're ready, Kezu. And I don't know what you think you're doing. He's just wiggling around. That's what he does. He's going to triple pound the legs, I think. Gonna forget going for the head when it comes to Kezu. Not too interested in that. Please don't hit me, tail. May as well go for the head when I am given an opportunity like this. But I think I only got one bit of KO damage off there. As you can see, like, trying to get KO off on a Kezu head is a bit of a nightmare, so... That shouldn't hit me. Whoo, it did. Bastard. Terrible. Terrible. It's still raining outside. I hope that there hasn't been too much background noise for you guys. I can't hear any of it in my microphone monitoring. So, oh, for God's sake! Stupid thing. So Retlaw joined instead of Stygian, I guess, but I didn't even notice that, to be honest. Let's get out of the way of that. Alright, triple pound. Time to die. He will... Yeah, because the thing is, they have so little health that I was thinking, hold on, why is it not dead yet? And then it died, so... Don't know what you're pinging for, Treus. Is this Mega Potions? Yeah. Which may work in my favor, actually. Let's use... Well, we don't need to use Mega Potions for... I don't know, like, why two people disconnected. I'm guessing it's Treus. It's fucking Treus. His connection is ruining everyone's hunt. That's what I think. Well, Edry's not down, so let's just go. Fuck's sake. What a waste of time. So annoying. The thing is, online is stable in... Fucking audio is being retarded. Online is stable in Huntsdiverse. This is what needs to be understood. But sometimes people just have shit connections. So it does cause problems. That's how that works. So... Let's just go again. Who's Atom? Can they actually do G-rank quests? Probably not. Let's have a look. How did I guess? Are we doing the quest again? I don't know. Retlaw still isn't back. Edry still isn't back. Ugh. It's very annoying. All I want is to have a smooth hunt, please. Not a failed hunt. When was the last time we had a successful hunt? I think we failed Ukanlos. No, we had a successful gold Rathian. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so we achieved something. We got a successful gold Rathian after our failed Ukanlos, which failed as a result of rage quitting as far as I'm concerned. And then we had a failed Crimson, a failed Black, well not a failed Black, a disconnection in there as well. Then we had a disconnection here. So it would be really, really nice if we could actually get into one. Like, come on! Why are they still not here? Are they actually trying to solo the frickin' thing? Oh, ignorant cunts. Mainly the Retlaw guy. Can you not post your own quest? You... Get out. One moment. This guy's going to have to find out how things work around here. You don't join a room and post your own quest when there's already a quest on the board. Well, not quest on the board, but you know what I mean. Alright, he's about to disappear. That's not how that works, Edry. What does the room say? G-rank hunts. What does he do? He joins, ignores the room title, posts his own quest, which is not G-rank level. What can I do? So. So. If it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get into another hunt anytime soon, then I will just fucking quit the live stream or just stop the live stream. Because I'm not going to have any more downtime than this, because it's getting to the point where I'm a bit sick of it, so... I think that's about it for tonight, guys. I think we'll play Portable Third from this point forward, for the simple reason that I think I can get into more consistent hunts in Portable Third, just generally speaking. There are a few reasons as to why that is the case, but anyway. If we can get into a hunt with these three, maybe that would be good. Oh, look, another hunt rank 6. That's it, I'm done. Look at him, he's going to go post his own quest. I'm done. That's it for me. I'm officially sick of this. Anyway, it's annoying, but what can I do? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you when I'm next recording Monster Hunter. I'll probably be doing Portable Third for the reasons that I just mentioned. And I'll catch you all when I'm next recording for Monster Hunter. Bye bye.